Welcome to the ISR SWISH vlog episode 14. This week we've decided to flip the script. Instead of taking you on a journey with us as we go through different offices and we stand up on stage speaking to hundreds of people about the SWISH movement and the methodology that is helping the businesses we support to grow tenfold, we actually have decided to internalize. We want to bring you behind closed doors to see exactly what happens in the ISR office on a daily basis. Watch closely to see all of our operational efficiencies and listen carefully for the nuggets of gold in the training that we are offering to the individuals who come to our premises to learn, grow, and develop every single day. Let's do this.
You'll say, I want to use these guys. I'll use them guys.
Or you'll be comfortable to send people to us.
You'll be comfortable to send people
because you now know how we work.
As we will with you, as you know how we work as well.
That sounds good. Perfect.
No
right, take care. Have a good weekend.
Lovely weekend. All right, Brianna. Thanks.
Good man. Good sharp finish.
That's good.
Just wanted you to twist that control at the end because she cheated a couple of times. My thoughts are to not micro-manage or micro-coach him. I always want to kind of let him follow his own intuition and then guide him if he is going too far astray, but more so what I'm listening out for with anybody when I'm coaching them is if they do the same thing 2 or 3 times on 2 or 3 different calls wrong. If they keep doing the same thing wrong, then I'll address it, but what I'm mostly looking for is if they correct themselves. So I think there's too many managers out there, they're listening to people on phones, they're listening to appointments, and they're constantly on people's backs telling them what they're doing wrong. Let them go with it, let's see if they can actually understand and recognise where they're going wrong. And then if they don't, then we'll address it.
Yeah, well, I'll just bring the CEO.
Her decision, not yours.
Yeah.
Perfect sale. Good stuff, mate. Well done. Chris got approached by somebody on LinkedIn who was evidently just trying to sell him a product. What he did was absorb all the information, listen to it, take it on board, appreciate it, respect it, and actually turned it all the way around to inviting 8 of their staff, including the CEO, to our seminar a week on Tuesday in Brisbane. He did it through what we call the art of guided discovery. So he asked certain questions with regards to how long has she been in the business. It turned out she's only been in the business a week. She's struggling a little bit with confidence. She's struggling a little bit with people shutting her down early doors. And Chris just asked her, with the experience that you had previously, was that something that you were trained to overcome? She said, oh, I've had no training. So there was a penny drop moment there straight away. He goes, okay, perfect, well I get it then, don't beat yourself up. At this stage, you're only a week into your new job, you're not going to be an expert in your field. Do you think if you had the skills and the ability to overcome that, that would make your day-to-day job a lot easier? She was like, of course. He goes, well, one thing you have to be aware of is that when you've got a face-to-face interaction, you've only got 1.48 seconds to make an impression, but over the phone, you've got 4.5 seconds. So if you're not grabbing their attention through words and tone, people are going to tell you they're too busy, they've got no time, they can't afford it, I'm not interested. And that's what she kept getting. So he gave her a little bit of education. So what we say here is don't tell people how amazing you are, show them. So we just did a little bit of subtle coaching that made her go, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. And all of a sudden, he went from being salesperson, consultant, advisor, to trusted advisor, all in the space of about 16 minutes. And at the end of it, because he was a trusted advisor, she asked for his opinion. She started asking him questions about how we could potentially help her and the rest of her business. And now she's coming to a seminar. So now we get another 2.5, 3 hours to show her more value. And we know on average it takes about 7 hours of human interaction before somebody gets to a buying decision. At the end of that, she might make a decision to use our services or know somebody else that can benefit from it as well. So yeah, he smashed it. Really proud of him.
Had an amazing conversation with a company based out of Sydney. They've got 143 sales reps that they are wanting to look at our academy for. really, really aligned with us ethically, which makes a massive, massive difference of the sort of people that we're looking to attract, because the biggest thing that the lady that I spoke to was saying is we don't want pushy sales, we want much more consultative, and we're all results-based, adding value. We're not looking at just trying to smash people over the head to get them to use our service. So yeah, really excited about the opportunity of working with those guys ongoing.
Sarah, quick, rapid fire questions. What's your name?
Sarah Louise Cook.
Favourite colour?
Turquoise.
Favourite food?
All of them.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
Horse.
Why?
Because they're majestic.
Morning or night person?
Definitely morning.
If you had a movie made about your life, who would play you as the actress?
It'd be a self-biopic, so I would.
Oh, exciting, I like it. And if you were not to work in sales, what do you think you would be doing?
Hugging trees for a living.
Awesome. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
To my mammy's front room.
Amazing. Yeah, cool. And if you look at the negotiation ladder, what's your favourite step?
The introduction, because it's the first chance to make a good first impression.
Amazing. iPhone or Samsung?
Oh, Samsung, 100%.
What is one thing you would never do?
Throw myself off a cliff.
Awesome. And last but not least, without looking at your watch, what's the time right now?
3:15.
3:25. Pretty close.
So I spoke with the lady on there, and her feedback was the Shark Tank looks amazing, but what is their influence? Like, if they're on the board, like, can you make it clear what they're actually doing with the business? So I just thought I'd feed yeah.
Did she mean more on the website though?
Yeah, it's good to see, we can see the sharks on there, but what is it they're actually doing with you?
Yeah.
Well, one limiting belief that I always try and dispel, and I know I preempt it, I'll say I'm actually surprised how much influence they've had. I'll be honest, I thought they'd just give you the money and they'd kind of leave you to it, but they've been unbelievable. Like, we've been out for lunch with Andrew, Steve, Glenn and Steve have both come to our office as well. Their teams have been fantastic. They communicate with us pretty much daily. The advice, and they're not trying to take over. They say to us, like, I'm just here to question your thinking, but they can make one little strategic move, and Andrew did. He made one suggestion and we quadrupled our revenue within the first 2 months of him coming on board. Obviously I'm not going to tell you what those strategic moves were, but...
Can I ask a question around that? What if somebody already is using an objection around, yeah, that sounds good, but I just don't have a budget at the moment, what's like...
Yeah, mate, I can't afford $5 a day, I can't afford $35 a week. If you can't afford $35 a week, please go and get another job. How many hours a week you work? So you're working 70 hours a week, you're flat out, you've told me that you're converting, so these are people then that are converting at 100% as well. So you're converting at 100%, you're working 70 hours a week and you've got no spare money. Do you mind me asking why you went out in business? Like, in the nicest possible way. That's why so many businesses fail. You're going to drive yourself into the ground. You're going to kill yourself, I know, mate. Go and get another job. Because you don't have a business. You have the worst paying job ever. That's the reality. And like, if you've built up the level of rapport, especially you two get no respect to you, you're a bit more direct, but the rapport that you guys get into, you will be able to say that to people. Like, we've got to just start calling people on that, I think, if they get to that stage. Because I'm going to say that to you, mate, I'm working flat out, now I'm converting 100%. Now I've got no time to do any of this. But what, is it affordable? No, and it's not affordable either. Holy shit. You have a big issue in your business. Do you not see that? How long have you been going for, mate? You must be knackered. Yeah, I'm drained. Open up your internet browser for me. I'm going to show you something. You've been doing it, you've just been going.
Yeah.
Mate, jump on your computer for me. Take them there and then. If they're going to keep saying time is an issue, man, I've had you on the phone for 7 minutes right now. If in this 7 minutes you could have watched one of our videos on how to convert more leads, how to free up time, how to remove procrastination, increase productivity, is that going to benefit your business? Of course, if you do that every single day, compounded over the course of 365 days, where do you think your business is going to be in 12 months' time? No more.
It's on your desk.
Hey guys, we're just really fortunate we've been invited to do a bit of a Q&A with Virtuals Engineering over here in Southport, well-established organisation, been around for a very, very long time. We've got around about 40 to 50 business owners, entrepreneurs, sales professionals that are here to hear a bit about ethical sales training.
Let's do this one.